Howdy, welcome back to another video. It is the 11th of September. It's a Wednesday. It is 43 minutes past 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Got a poem here by one of my favorite poets, Edgar Guest. It's called It's September. There's a blurb above it. I'll read it afterwards, but yeah, it's a pretty long poem, so we'll see how we go. It's September. It's September, and the orchids are afire with red and gold, and the nights with dew are heavy, and the mornings sharp with cold. Now the garden's at its gayest, with the saliva blazing red. So salvia blazing red, and the good old-fashioned arcs laughing at us from their bed. Once again, in shoes and stockings are the children's little feet, and the dog now does his snoozing at the bright side of the street. It's September, and the corn stalks are high as they will go, and the red cheeks of the apples everywhere begin to show. Now the supper's scarcely over ere the darkness settles down, and the moon looms big and yellow at the edges of the town. Oh, it's good to see the children when their little prayers are said, duck beneath the patchwork covers when they tumble into bed. It's September, and the calmness and the sweetness seem to fall over everything that's living, just as though it hears the call of old winter trudging slowly with his pack of ice and snow in the distance over yonder, and it somehow seems as though every tiny little blossom wants to look its very best when the frost shall bite its petals and it droops away to rest. It's September. It's the fullness and the ripeness of the year. All the work of earth is finished, or the final tasks are near. But there is no doleful wailing, every living thing that grows, for the end that is approaching wears the finest garb it knows. And I pray that I may proudly hold my head up high and smile when I come to my September in the golden afterwhile. I'll read the blurb. It kind of sounds like a reflection of I don't know if this is in America where it's like the autumn or coming to spring. It's like coming to spring, like life is coming like back to after the winter. The blurb says captures the breathtaking beauty of September and how the world is transformed with hues of gold, green, orange, red, and yellow. In many of his poems, Edgar used everyday experiences to capture more significant thoughts on life. When reflecting at the end of life, we can see that it is comparable to September, full and ripe, a life well lived. True. When we look back on when I look back on my life, I hope to see something that's colorful and a life well lived. Yeah, I don't have too much to say. I don't know why I kept thinking about strawberries. It's pretty random, but if you go in Australia at the moment, in the supermarkets, the strawberries and berries and fruits and whatnot are extremely cheap. It's coming into season. Well, it is in Townsville. So, when I think of things coming to life, I think of those. I don't know why I just thought of those fruits. I don't know what the fullness and the ripeness of the year. All the work of earth is finished, and the final tasks are near. It just made me think about the fruits for some reason. The red colored fruits. I don't know where I was going with that. It just made me think again that of the harvest that's come in after winter. And similar to the blurb, I think he was trying to say, when you look back at your life, what comes about, the most significant events of your life that you think, your make or break, become your makeup, how you are as a being, and you are left with the fruits of those experiences. And I guess when I think about going through summer, then autumn, then winter, then spring, when life comes back to thinking, and I think about the fruits that are, the things that are the fruits of your labor. Sorry, is where I'm going with it. Your what you're left with is again your makeup. Sorry, I really rambled there. I don't know where I was going with it. Yeah, but good poem. Good poem. Right, I'll leave it there, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Deuces.